so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hello and welcome to FM Charlie's first ever episode, where we're gonna start a new series of Bath City, or as I've named it, Running the Bath. And yeah, so please subscribe to this new channel, please like, please turn on the notifications so you don't miss a video. And let's get right into it. Yeah, so I chose Bath, and it was a close one between Bath and Crewe. I did a poll and it was like 50-50, so I chose Bath just because I like the look of them. I prefer doing a lower league one so I can take them right up to the Prem, and it's much more of an achievement if you do that. And yeah, and if you want to learn some stuff about FM, this is the place to do it. I got quite a bit of experience of this game. Bit of an addict, so it's easy to learn, but I'll show you what I'm going to be doing once this save opens. A shout out to everyone who recommended teams to do. Yeah, just thank you for that, and I hope this can turn into something big. I'm going to try and upload daily if I can. If there's a reason why I can't upload daily, then I'll let you know, but I'm going to try and upload every day, and this is the start of something big, yeah. My aim for this career is maybe to get to Premier League, maybe to get to the Champions League. I know it'll take a while, and it'll be many seasons to get there, but I'm just aiming for it. And yeah, this is my profile, Charlie Rowan. And yeah, we're going to go straight into Vanarama South as Bath, and as you can see, we're semi-professional at the moment, but that'll change soon once we grow as a club. The owner loves the club, and that's great. And the stadium, it's fairly big for a National League South side, and it was built ages ago, built in 1900s, so it's an old classical stadium, and not great facilities, but they will be upgraded as the season goes by. And these are going to be my attributes, my coaching attributes. I'm going to up it to professional footballer rather than Sunday League footballer, just so I have better stats in order to grow players. And here's a tip for you, if you're new playing FM on computer. You make the goalkeeping coaching attributes the lowest, so you can use the rest of the attributes on important things. Because you're not going to be aiming to grow goalkeepers, they grow from the goalkeeping coaches, not us. And yeah, so we're going to start this career. We've got a few players out on loan, from loan from Bristol City, because they're very nearby to Bath. And yeah, so these are our objectives. I think some of them are easy, and I think they're all achievable. And I think we can do better than most of them. If they're not expecting much from us, and we'll do better than that. So I'm gonna not do any friendlies throughout this career, because I just feel friendlies are useless, and it's a bit of a waste of time to do them. So I'm just going to make sure the assistant manager always does the friendlies. And another tip, what I'm about to do, I'm going to go on to staff and go to responsibilities. And that's a good tip, because it means you don't have to do a lot of the dirty work around Football Manager. You don't have to manage a friendly, you don't have to take charge of a lot of useless things. So yeah, it's just a good tip to do. And yeah, we've got a few players who are near the end of the contract. This is our striker, Ryan Brunt. He has good stats, very good stats for a non-league striker. He's proper tall, he's strong, he can head a ball, he can finish. It's exactly what we wanted. And yeah, and there are other players who don't have contracts for long, which eventually will extend them for longer. But for now, we're just going to focus on starting this new career just today. We're not going to do anything massive. We're not going to go into a game yet. We're only just doing the start of the transfer window. Not much. Maybe go until like July the 5th or something. We're not going to do much. Yeah. So as I said, we go into responsibilities, and as you can see now, this is how it looks as the game starts with all the dirty work being. Well, that's what you're going to do. But now, as you can see, I removed a lot of them and made the assistant manager and the coaches do them. So I just get to do the fun stuff in Football Manager, and you can just see that. And then I make it on scouting, indefinitely add to shortlist. That's a good tip because that means they'll easily be with you, the players that you scout. And these are the players that we've got on loan. We just look at this Pearson guy. He looks quite good. He's on loan from Bristol, as I said, because they're very nearby. Bristol loan a lot of players to Bath. It's just a thing that happens. It's like with Bilbao, how they don't have any players outside of the Basque region. It's just a local thing that they have in Football Manager. I think we can still sign players from outside of like Bristol, but it's just a common thing that we have a lot of players on loan for Bristol. And here we have this guy. He looks very good. He's fairly old, but it's fine for a centre back. And yeah, I think he'll be quite crucial for us, even though we won't be able to sign him on. And yeah, this guy, 5-star potential, great flair. He looks decent as a right wing, class. And Britain, he's 2.5-star now, which isn't great, but eventually he'll become 5-star if we decide to keep him on for longer. And here is our best player in the whole team at the moment. He's got 4.5-star with 5.5-star potential. He shouldn't be at a club like Bath. He should be in League 2 or at the very least at the top of Vanarama National. Yeah, but it's a shame that he's on loan. So, well, as you can see, if you make an offer for him, it's not too much for like the end of the season to sign him. But if we do well, I think we're going to try and sign him, and he'll be crucial for our future if he wants to sign. But we don't have a lot of transfer budget. We have 13,000, and that's probably not enough to do anything substantial. But we have a few tricks up our sleeve, as I'm going to show you in a second. But these are our objectives again. Yeah, they're achievable, I think, and we'll take this club to where it should be. As in 2010, 2011, they did very well. They came in the top half of the National League, and they made it through to the playoffs, it seems. Yeah, they made it through to the top half of the National League, which is where we want to get to within a season or two. I'm quite ambitious about this. I just want to get to the top as soon as possible. But we're a local club. Not many people know about Bath. It's just a semi-professional, non-league club. Nothing incredible about this team, but I'm going to change that. Yeah, but the tip that I was about to tell you was if you go in scouting and you go on the scouting budget, you can change that to the transfer budget. So you see you move it up, and now we're on 18,000, and that's good. And yeah, so if we go into player search, you can see we can also change our package, so we can scout all the players in England, no matter which league they're from, and it just makes it better if you do that rather than keep it as it is, because right now we're only looking at non-league players, and we want to be a bit ambitious and go for players that would be in the Championship or League One or something like that. Yeah, but as you can see, you can increase the youth package, which is important, so you can get young players from the Premier League, the Championship, that actually want to come to you. And yeah, so we're trying to look for a few players who are interested in transfer. Some of the players we'll put on the shortlist. We'll see whether they want to come on loan. This guy clearly didn't want to come in on loan, so we'll just ignore him for now. But this guy, does he want to come in on loan, or does he want to sign for us permanently? He doesn't want to come in on loan because he thinks, we're not big enough to match their ambitions. But if he wants to come in at 50k, that's fine. But we're not going to do that yet. That's not what we're aiming to do right now. I don't want to sign any players from Luton ever, because I'm a Watford fan. But yeah, this guy, Alfie Rutherford, I've done a few careers before with him. He's been incredible. He took me to League 2 with another team, Brackley, in the non-league North. So we're going to try and get him in if we can. He may not want to come in on loan, but so we can try and sign him permanently. But we don't want to waste much of our budget. We're going to try and do a lot of free transfers or loans with that money. We're not going to get players like you see happening in the Prem. But this guy, he wants to Napa. He wants to come in on loan, so we can try and get that done soon. He won't be the most useful player because we've got a right wing at the moment, but I think he'll be fine. But he doesn't have the most ideal stats ever, which isn't great. Yeah, we'll look at more players as the season goes on. We'll try and sign some more players, but I think we should go see what our team needs, to be honest. We don't know what our team needs yet, so why should we be looking at players from certain positions? We can take a look at this guy if we need a right wing, which I don't think we do, but he just doesn't look ideal because his crossing is awful, and you don't want to be playing a wide target man in this formation. That's not what I want. But if you go to see our team in the tactics, we'll see what I need. But yeah, we go to tactics. There are 3 type of tactics that we think are suitable to this team, and I'm going to go with wing play. I just think that would be the best thing possible for this team. Because as you see, it goes out to the wide areas, and we're able to try and score tap-ins, and it's high tempo, which is a bit of a problem because that'll get a lot of injuries out of us. But I'm willing to risk that if it plays well. I'm going to go with a 4-1-4-1 DM wide, I think. So it's basically a 4-3-3 variation just with a centre defensive mid. But I think we'll change that. I think we'll just make it 3 centre mids, because it doesn't seem as if we have a DM. But our striker, Brunt, it seemed as if he's class. Yeah, as we said before, he's a class player. He's a great striker. But as you can see in the right hand side, he's got a few bans, which isn't great. Which for the 3 games this season he's got bans. But we'll play him as a target man support when we can play him, which isn't yet. But we'll have to play our backup striker for the first 3 games. But our right wing, he has great stats, like proper solid stats. He's got great flair. He's fairly quick. But that player who you just saw, he's going to play left wing for me. And the player right now, you're seeing, is going to play right wing for me. He's got incredible flair, as the other guy does. And yeah, but the problem is he's also in on loan from Bristol. I don't like stockpiling players on loan. We just want to have a lot of players in our club at the moment, so we can build on that for the future. Yeah, but as I said, the backup right wing, who you just saw with great flair, is going to play left wing for us. He's quite old, which is a bit of a problem, but I just think he'll be good for now. He'll hopefully help us get promotion. That's my aim for this season, just to get promotion, no matter whether we win the title, go in through the playoffs, just to get promotion. But he has great stats, as you can see. And yeah, we've got backup left wings and backup right wings who can play for us, but right now we're just playing these 2, unless they get injured. But he's transfer listed, so we have to take him off the transfer list. We don't want any clubs trying to buy him. But let's see our midfielders. Yeah, our best player is our centre mids, and he's got 4.5 stars, which, yeah, as I as I should have said earlier, if you're new to FM, stars means how good you are, basically. If you have 4.5 stars, that means you're incredible. But our other player, Tom Smith, our other centre mid, he looks incredible, and he's not on loan. He's 21, 5-star potential, which means he'll grow into a great player, and he'll be so useful for us getting promotion in loads of different ways. I'm excited to use him. He seems class. He's had experience in higher leagues, and he seems great. And I don't know why he's at Bath, to be honest. We don't have a defensive mid or an attacking mid, so we're going to play 3 centre mids. But our other centre mid, he's good, but he's not good enough. He's well rounded, but he can't pass, which is awful for a centre mid. If you have 7 passing and 7 vision, all the stats are out of 20, by the way. So if you have 7 passing and 7 vision, that's not good. You should never have a midfielder with those stats. And he's also got 7 marking, and he's just got low stats, and it's not great. He can't tackle. He's good physically, but I don't think he'll be that useful for us. So I'm going to try and get in another centre mid, but he'll stay in the squad for now, just in case we play a friendly before we try and get someone else in. But as I remember from previous saves, there's this centre mid called James Bailey, who's incredible. He took me from the National League North to League One just by him being incredible for us. He's got great, well-rounded stats, and he'll be cheap to get on a free transfer, which is useful. And I'm just happy that I'm going to try and make an offer for him. Hopefully he accepts. Yeah, so we just add him to the shortlist, just so we remember him. And so he wants a star player, which is fair, because he will be our star player, along with our other centre mid, who's 4.5 star. And he wants some things that we can give him, nothing unacceptable. So I think I'm just going to accept all those promises. It's fine. He wants us to make the Vanarama North playoffs in 2021, which is fair, because he likes the ambition, and I like the ambition, so it's class. And we click finalise promises, and we just negotiate the contract. And I don't want a promotion wage rise in his contract, because I want to get promotion, and then it will just be on too much for me to handle with the budget. But I'm going to lower it to 475. They're going to push it back up, and I negotiate a 500 per week contract, which is very good for a player of his quality. And our left back, he's a very defensive player. The player who I'm going to play, Dan Bull, very defensive player. So I'll probably play him at a no-nonsense fullback. As it says towards the right, it says he usually plays centre back, so I can play him at left back. But yeah, he's got great defensive stats, which is what I want. But I'll play him at a no-nonsense fullback, which is fine. That's what I'm happy with at a left back. He's a traditional fullback. He's got great teamwork and leadership and great all-round stats. We've got a good backup as well. But yeah, so as I said, we'll play him as a no-nonsense fullback, and he as a no-nonsense fullback, you don't cross a lot, and you hold your position a lot, which is what I wanted. And we've also got a good selection of right backs. We've got 2 young, well, one of them is young, right backs, and great stats. Look at his aggressions, class. He's also quick. He's also just got good stats. It's solid for just players at this level. I'm happy with that. And who I'm going to go with? Yeah, I'm going to go with him. He's good enough for now. Maybe I can improve on him next season, unless he grows, because he's a young player, which is good. But I've got 2 solid centre backs and 1 backup centre back. One of the centre backs, Hartridge, he's good enough now. He's 3.5 star. He's got good stats. And here's our other centre back. He's well-rounded stats. He's fine. He's not valued at much, but that's because he hasn't got much time on his contract left. I'm going to offer him a new contract towards the end of the season when I can. So that's good. But he's not very good at passing, which is a bit of a worry. Well, he can pass, but he doesn't have vision. He's got really low vision, which means none of his passes will get anywhere to any of the players, which is just a bit of a frustrating addition. But it's fine. He's composed. He's very good physically. He's just a good centre back. And our goalkeeper, he's very old, 38 years of age. I know it doesn't matter much for a keeper, but we need to get a new keeper. We need to get a young keeper. He's valued at 800 quid, which is just not good enough. And yeah, we got to get a young keeper, like maximum age 25 years old, because both our keepers are old, and we need just a new keeper. Actually, no, our backup keeper's young. He's got a bright future. But one of our first team keeper, who's good enough to play, we need to replace him for now. But yeah, as you can see, this is our team. It's a very good team for Vanarama League South. And yeah, I'm happy with that for now. And yeah, we'll continue. And so we got our friendly tomorrow against the under-23s of Bath, which is a game that we should obviously be winning. But we will. And this is our conduct code of conduct, which is just means if you get a red card or a yellow card, will you get punished for it via your wages. But Weymouth also made an offer for James Bailey, which is a bit of a worry. Just hope he chooses us instead. But we've already signed a contract. I think he's leaning towards us for now. So we'll continue though. And I've got to introduce myself to the squad. The dynamics, the dressing room atmosphere is average. The managerial support's good, which I'm happy with. But the problem is there's no team leaders at the moment. We've got to have someone who's properly in love with the club. And there's no one who feels like that at the moment. And a lot of them don't have the best morale in the squad. But I'm going to try and improve that now by interacting with the players. And yeah, our keeper's also the captain as well. So I'm going to say to my players, I think we can finish top half this season, which they're happy with. They think that's a good suggestion, and I'm just going to talk to them about the code of conduct. They all seem happy about it, and everyone's morale's improved, and that's great. That's good for our squad. But I'm not going to take the inductions because I've already played Football Manager before a lot. So, but these are our friendlies. We got Cheltenham, which is a big game. I think we should try and beat Cheltenham, and that would be great for our club. But the rest of our friendlies are against small clubs and like Eastleigh, but none. We should be expecting to beat at least 4 or 5 of them. And our first game of the season is against Slough. But the problem is, yeah, as I said before, our striker is well suspended, and that's really not great. We're going to have to be playing our backup striker for the first 3 games, unless we get someone in like Rutherford who can play good football instead of our striker at the moment. But he's got potential, our backup striker. He's got good enough stats to play. He's fairly quick and he can finish, but they're not the most well-rounded stats. He can't really pass a ball, which is a bit of a problem, but that's only for the first 3 games, so we'll probably be fine. But there's another player who I remember being very good for me in another save, who's a free agent called Mikael Kennedy. And he's rapid, he's very quick, and he can finish, and he can dribble, and he's exactly what we'd need. But as you can see, he doesn't want to play for a club as small as Bath City at the moment. But eventually, as we grow as a club, someone of that standard would want to play for us. But as I said, there's this player Rutherford who we added to shortlist earlier. He'd be good. He'd be good for now. He'd be what we kind of need for the first 3 games. And then whether he plays well or not, we can try and use him with our striker at the moment, because they'd be a good match. One of them's a big, strong, traditional striker, and the other one's a short, quick one. But Anyway, so we're also going to search up Sam Dalby, who's a good prospect for Watford under-23s, but he doesn't want to be loaned out to us. He's too big for us. He's way too good. But yeah, I don't like the look of those free agents on the scouting. So we're going to try and look for more players. Maybe more players who can play striker. There are players who are listed for loan who are interested, who we can probably get. Even if there are some of them who will want to come to the club. Unlike this guy, most players will want to come to the club from a lower level. So we'll try and get some players. Maybe we can even try and sign this guy with a few instalments, but no, he doesn't want to. They won't sell him to us, no matter what. We'll make an offer, but I doubt they'll accept. Yeah, but there are strikers who we can try and get. Leave a suggestion in the comment of anyone who you've had experience with being a good player for us to use. Anyone cheap, anyone a free agent that we can probably use in this team. Just comment down below. If you don't play FM, that's fine, just carry on watching the video. But if you know any players and you do have experience with this game, just let us know. But a lot of the strikers who are listed on the scouting market, they're just not good enough probably. So I doubt we're going to get I doubt we can even get a striker at the moment. But there's this guy Miller who looks good enough. He's probably fine, but I don't know whether we're going to get him or not. We'll just have to wait and see in the next episode, because the episodes won't have long left, and we're not going to make too many signings today for the first episode of the series. But hopefully we could try and get in James Bailey, and maybe he'll be good enough to play our first game of the season. Maybe he'll be fit enough, because it's early days and we can still get him up to fitness levels that we want. But yeah, the Miller guy accepted. Hopefully we can try and get him on loan. It's not the best, he's only 2.5 star, as it said from the scouting, but he'll be fine, just as another backup, because we've only got one backup striker, and we need more than 2 strikers in our team. So yeah, I'm just doing the press conference now. I'm going to do a lot of the press conferences. Maybe I'll send my assistants to do some of them. But yeah, I'm just saying I'm enjoying being at the club for now, and just trying to have that ambition that I think we should be setting. I think we should be doing well, and I don't think my age should matter in football. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm just answering the questions, just fairly based on my opinion, what's happening. And yeah, so I'm just gonna try and just do whatever I can to project my ambitions into Bath City Football Club. Yeah, so I just think we should be doing well. We should be just going for the best, and you just got to do as well as you can. No point of not aiming for the best, in my opinion. And the players who we're going for, we are good enough, I think. And we're going to try and strengthen goalkeeper, as I've said before. We're going to try and get a young goalkeeper, because our goalkeeper at the moment is 38, and he's probably not good enough anyway. So yeah, we're going to try and get the James Bailey guy, the midfielder, and a goalkeeper, and maybe a backup striker, as I said. So yeah, it's Bath versus Bath under-23s. We've got to win. I'm not taking anything but a win. I know it's not important, but we just got to try and win it. It's not hard, and we did win it at Tilton Park. Easy win, and yeah, it's just not satisfying just to win a game. First game of Bath. I know it's not a proper game, it's just a friendly, but it's just good to have that. And yeah, so we're going to continue, and yeah, no emails yet, but now we've got, yeah, it got rejected, the bid for the Nottingham Forest guy. Yeah, he doesn't want to come in on loan. I doubt we're going to get him at all, so we're not going to get Hayes. But there are more players that we can try and get. It's not the end of the world, missing out on one player. Maybe this guy free agent, could be good to sign. But if you compare his stats, although some of them are 0 because he hasn't been scouted enough, I just don't think he'll be good enough. So I'm not going to go for him. I'm going to add him to the short list, but I'm just going to acknowledge I'm not going to scout him. But I'm going to search up a player called Adam Prisbeck. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's a class goalkeeper who I've used before. Maybe we can try and get him on loan. He plays for the Ipswich under-23s. I doubt he'd be willing to come to us on loan because he plays for such a big club like Ipswich compared to Bath. But we're going to try and offer him, we're going to try and offer transfer bids, see how much they want, but it's going to be a lot more than we expected at first. It's going to go to millions and we're just going to not be able to do that. We're just going to cancel the offer. It seems as if we won't be able to we won't be able to do that. But yeah, we'll see the transfers and contract summary. But we're not going to offer anyone a new contract at this time. We are going to talk to the board and it's going to be unsuccessful. They're just saying you haven't been at Bath City for long. But yeah, we signed someone as a coach. We signed another person as a coach, Elliot Dixon. Hopefully he'll be a good coach for us. I don't think it's that important having been making me sign coaches, so I've just made sure so that my board is going to be signing the coaches, and I'm not going to be doing that. I made that on my staff responsibilities. I'm not going to be signing any of the backroom staff. It's just the board doing that. But here's our training summary. I know we haven't been training for long, but it's not good to see that we haven't had anyone performing well in training. It's not the best thing ever, but we'll move. Yeah, we got this guy as the under-23s manager, which is important. He's got a good reputation considering we're non-league. He's got well-rounded stats. Hopefully he'll manage the under-23s well. We got some emails. And yeah, we're trying to aim for 300 season tickets before the season starts. It would be good to reach that because that just helped the club have a bit more money than we would usually. And make sure that we get a bit more transfer budget. But I'm going to wrap up the episode soon. So I'm just going to save this. And hopefully we're going to get some news back, which I think we will, as you will see. Yes, as you can see here, we've got a bit of news. Reece Miller, who I'm going to scout now. It turns out he's a 2.5-star player. I'm going to accept that loan. And yeah, he's come on loan to us. He's got good potential. He can take us to League 2 if we decide to sign him permanently. But we're not going to sign him permanently yet. It's just on loan for now. He's 2.5-star. Hopefully he can play the first few games for us. He's got good stats. He's quite quick. Not got the best acceleration, but he's got good pace. He's got good dribbling, and hopefully he'll be useful for us. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good signing. Yeah, I'd say that's a good signing. It's not the most useful one ever, but he'll play the first few games because of the suspension of our striker at the moment. But anyway, here's the big news to finish off the episode. But before that, we are going to offer a contract to our young keeper who's got 5-star potential. Even though he's 2 stars at the moment, got 5-star potential. We're going to remove the clause of a yearly wage rise because of the games they plays, but we are gonna finish off the contract, and yeah, we're gonna sign that. And yeah, some of our players, we're not gonna sign other contracts right now. I think this guy I'll sign a contract with him towards the end of the season because he's got good potential. But here's the big news to finish off the episode. James Bailey has just signed for us. And that's the end of the video. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more episodes of Running the Bath. And I hope to see you next time. Please like, subscribe and comment down below any more ideas or who to sign or whatever. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.